Buenos dias and a magnificent I Am Day to you, dear listener. This is this message is for you from the heart of dawn. Well, I gotta say, the universe is getting clearer and clearer and giving me clearer and clearer messages, or should I say, I'm listening better. I don't know, whichever one it is. Anyway. Last Wednesday, and I posted this on one of these chats, that I commanded these two deals that my business partner was working on to come to fruition last week. It was Wednesday and Thursday or Friday. Well, it didn't happen. It did not happen. And then yesterday, earlier in the day, there was all of these things going sideways, and I still held to a degree, okay, it's happening. And then this morning I was awoken to a reminder of something that I had already done. Here's what it was, and I mentioned this as well in one other time about changing the weather. So this one morning, I drink lots of water, and before I go to sleep, so I don't wake up dehydrated. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, I usually around that time, I have to go to the bathroom. And I got up, and what would happen was a client of mine and had invited me that the day before to meet with him and his son and my son. On Elbow Drive, Marine Drive golf course. And it was going to be at 7 o'clock. So I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was pouring rain, like Vancouver pouring rain. And I said, okay, rain, enough of this. You be done with this at 6 o'clock, because I got a tee off time at 7. So I got up at 5:30 to get ready. I had to go pick up my son and all of that, and so picked up my son, got to the golf course at 6:30, and it was still pouring rain. And I said, listen, I told you. No, when I got up, I'm sorry, at 5:30, I said, I told you to stop that rain, that I got a golf game at 7 o'clock. So then when we got to the golf course, I said, okay, here's the deal. You stop at 7 and you can start again at noon. That was my direct command, just like the command I gave on Wednesday of last week for those two deals. And it just kept raining, my client and his son showed up. Everybody had their rain gear on. We went to the driving range, got warmed up, all of that, still raining. We come back onto the tee box, flipped the tee to see who was going to shoot first, and it was me. Now, here it is, still raining. We're almost ready. I take out my driver, put the tee in the ground, ready to take my shot at precisely 7 o'clock. And at precisely 7 o'clock, the rain stopped. Before I even took a shot, me and the other three took our rain gear off. And we played the whole game. We finished at 10 after 11. Not a drop fell. Not a drop. So when we were finished, my client invited us, my son and I, in to have lunch with them. And it had a kind of like a slope roof extended off the back of Marine Drive golf course. And so the windows, there was no windows there, just a roof. And I believe it was a metal roof. And at precisely 12 o'clock, it absolutely poured, just like the heavens opened up and all of the rain in the heavens dropped on that roof at precisely 12 o'clock. Wow. Wow. And that's when I was reminded that the demand I gave, the absolute exact demand, is happening, just wasn't the exact time. That's it. And so yesterday I had this incredible, even though there was a really disheartening call early in the morning, in the afternoon, everything not only shifted, but it was absolutely dramatic how much larger this happened. How things started working in favor in a most magnificent way. Actually, there was a command I gave about 2 weeks ago about something that was happening at a greed level, and I demanded that to change. Well, guess what? That all happened the night before last and yesterday. Isn't that amazing? How powerful we are. We are. The only difference is that we're in the area of unfamiliar, unknown, and uncertainty. And then the ego tries to convince us that this person's delusional and all of that this is not possible. And I'm telling you, it is possible. I have changed the weather 67 times. It is possible. I have 10 clients changing the weather. That's right. So for someone to say it's not possible, well, they're going to have to do a lot better than that. And that's how powerful we are. That's the gift of the power we have. And we can change things. Like people overcoming life-threatening diseases and illnesses. Yes. Like seriously. This just reminds me of this one lady. She was 41. Now, I got to tell you, I don't deal with disease. I don't deal with symptoms. I don't. I deal with the alignment of you getting back into your divinity. And the vibration is so high that whatever that illness or disease is, it can't hold. And I did this frail lady that 41 years old had spent more time in the hospital in the last 10 years than out. Imagine that, spending 3 to 4 months at a time in the hospital. I can only imagine what the medical system made on that lady. Anyway, so what happened was, we did a one-on-one, because it was an experiment for me how this would work. And when we were finished, it was 5 minutes short of 3 hours. And her name was Janessa. And when we were done, she said, "Oh my God, it's gone." I said, "What's gone, Janessa?" "Well, when I came here this morning, I had a bulge in my stomach, and it was there for 2 years. It was 3 inches long, 2 inches wide, and 1.5 inches thick. It's gone." And she lifted up the bottom of her blouse and showed me. It's not there. Now, please, could you please tell me how powerful that is? I know how powerful it is. I know how powerful you are. And you're being called to tap into that power. Not in that mundane, I get up in the morning, I do this, and I go to work, and I do this, and then I come back, and I watch TV, and I go to sleep, and another day, and another day. No! We are much more than that. Way much more than that. We're more powerful than the COVID, and we're more powerful than all the fear spread by the COVID. We are powerful beyond measure. Have a magnificent day, and before I close, I want to tell you that we are taking steps to begin a separate program for the Spanish-speaking people. Yes, Giancarlo and I are doing that. We're going to have the date, not sure when we'll have it, possibly by tomorrow, that we'll have that. That we're going to do a separate one like I do on Sunday. Every Sunday I do a instant transformation by donation at 11 at Mountain Standard Time. And now we're going to start a separate one. We haven't figured out the day. That's the only reason why I haven't started it yet. We haven't figured out the day or the time. but it's going to be in the next week or so. Those that speak Spanish, there will be an interpretation by Giancarlo. Oh my God, how exciting is that? How exciting is that? That this is automatically in 2 languages and more to follow. So once again, it's 11 o'clock on Sunday, Mountain Standard Time for the English version. And get ready, sign up for that one. And there's 3 of them that happened. And then there's the actual transformation at the end of the month. But I'll also tell you, please, if you know someone that's in critical situation, like this one person I heard about that has stage 4 lymphoma cancer, to be able to do a one-on-one and to see what the divinity can do for those kind of things. So there you go. Have a magnificent day, and may the sun shine on your face and remind you how bright, beautiful, and powerful you are. I am done.